I made this apron out of leather that I tanned myself. Problem was that I had to learn to sew first. So I got this sewing kit off of Amazon. It's a lot of stuff. And I came up with a design first. I watched a few tutorial videos and started practicing the stitch. I used some buckskin and some actual leather. This was the first hide I tanned right here. I focused mostly on learning the saddle stitch, which is a stitch with 2 needles on 1 thread. And Heather helped me kind of map it out. Yeah, my weight, it fluctuates. You can see we're kind of putting together what we're doing with the pieces here. Upper is leather, the bottom is buckskin. And then I ended up adding another leather strap to join the 2 pieces. It went through several phases. It morphed a lot. You can see here I've got a pretty nice strap of neck area deer leather around the top. That's what's holding the upper part of the apron, the bib part there, we would call it. And then I attached another piece of pretty hard leather, and I used rivets to do the pockets. I don't know that I would do that again. But also the big pocket in the front that I did use the rivets on was top stitched and hemmed down. That was raccoon leather. This is video of me conditioning the raccoon pocket. So if you rewind some weeks, you can see me getting the raccoon, rounded off raccoon hide, because I have all the edges taken off there. Trying to get it nice and supple enough to use on the apron and tying it up here. Everyone who knows me knows that my morning exercise is a key component of my mental health and my creativity. So I encourage everyone to just get a walk or a jog or something in the morning, because it helps me get my mind around these different ideas I'm trying to craft into videos. I wasn't happy with the joining of the upper bib area that's made out of leather and the lower part, which is made out of buckskin. So I took a strap of stronger deer leather from the neck area of the deer, and I put a couple of X-shaped stitches, a series of X-shaped stitches on both sides, and stitched them together with a couple of saddle stitches to join the top and bottom. This was a learning experience as well, because I was punching through 3 layers of leather the entire time. If we rewind a little bit to when I was putting on the raccoon leather pocket, you'll notice it was less leather that I had to poke through, but I still struggled on this because I think I got the saddle stitch wrong. So I recently had to go back and actually correct some of the stitching that I did here, but I am learning, you know. It just takes time for me, especially with my ADHD. I did learn here putting this pocket on that you must pull that saddle stitch tight to make sure that you've got a good joint, I guess we would call it in woodwork. I don't know what they call it in leather. The kit that I've linked in this video pretty much had every leather working tool that I needed to do this job, and a whole bunch of other ones. So definitely click that link and check that kit out, because it's had enough thread to cover most of the projects I've done so far, and I've been pretty busy. Never fucking mind. Starting to get it now, but I don't want to speak too soon. I'm starting to get like a feel for where the needle's supposed to go through. See if I can get it on my first go. Only a little while later, I'm far more confident in my sewing, but when I had Heather videoing these clips here, you can see I'm struggling so hard to get a couple clean stitches for the camera. I am much better now, so practice makes proficient. Stuck myself. This is a little trickier. I didn't push the awl through as hard. Yeah. Dang. Heather and I tore an old pair of Walmart camo jeans that were ill-fitting, and we used that as the straps because the first apron that I built was a little bit heavy on the neck. Pro tip, if you're making a leather apron, they're heavy, so look at how heavy duty aprons are supported from behind, and that's what we did. Heather put in a loop in the middle of a V strap that she connected, and there are 2 little loops on each side or flank of the apron. As y'all can see, the apron fits super great, and if I want to adjust it up or down, the straps that Heather put on allow me to do that and cinch it up and make it feel secure from below so you don't feel like it's hanging all on your neck. Other than these straps here and the ones that I showed you that are camo, everything else is hand sewn on this apron, and you can do it too right in your own shop. Thanks, subscribe, like this video, most importantly, share it with a friend.